And we found the pet shop.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, I tell you what, that sounds like lit.
Archie's got a bad button, making the most of it. Exciting now. Oh! Welcome to our channel. In March of 2022, Sue and I set off to realise a dream. We are living full-time in our motorhome and travelling the UK with our 2 Labradors. Sue loves to run every day with Fudge, whilst the old boy Archie still enjoys a gentle stroll. We love the freedom of our lifestyle and finding new places to explore. Well folks, it's another move on day today. We stayed here an extra night, more than one planned, but today we're moving on to a quite expensive site. We have never been there before. It's a marina and campsite just outside of Bath. Well, good afternoon everyone. We've arrived at our new campsite. It's just on the outsides of Bath. It's right by the river, Avon I'm presuming, and we're just going to explore now with the dogs, take them for a walk along the river and, well, explore our new surroundings. We have found this great walk along the river. We've actually walked towards the Boathouse, a pub which is just across the other side of the river there. We've had to walk on the road, well, pavement beside the road, to get to the footpath that we're on at the moment.
It's just over the bridge.
It's just over the bridge. I mean, the Boathouse is less than a 5-minute walk along the river from the site, and then you come to this area here, and the other side of me, probably won't be able to see it particularly well because of the sun, but it's just fields. So good morning everyone. We have woken up to another very frosty morning at the site just outside Bath. Sue and Fudge have gone out running, and Archie and I are going to now wander off in the opposite direction, which is the direction towards Bath, and just have a mooch along there, see what we see. So you can probably hear in the background it's quite noisy because there's a road one side of the river, and the other side there's it's like an industrial estate. But this, I'm told, this path takes you all the way into Bath. So just behind me is a little shop, cafe, only sells bits and pieces, but I guess that's helpful. So good morning. Well, it is actually only just about the morning. We woke up, it was very frosty. Sue's been to the hairdressers today. I think she looked beautiful, everyone. She had a haircut, and she thinks she got the top girl because it seemed quite expensive, but it was unnecessary. She was getting all grumpy because her hair was wrong. And we're heading off now into Bath.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
I'm in the little covered market in the Guildhall, looking for the independent pet shop so we can get some chews for the dogs. The thing I like about markets is you get the most wonderful of shops. I mean, look at this lamp shop. It's just fascinating. It's nice mooching around a market because you just see lots of things I don't think you'd see anywhere else. And we found the pet shop right behind me. Sue's in there now, looking for a chew. Main criteria, less than 10% fat, so that it doesn't do any harm on Archie with his pancreatitis. And they'll get their treat when we sit down and have our lunch.
Where the road goes.
I'll have 2 halves of Moretti, please.
2 halves of Moretti, let's do it. You guys local to Bath?
No, we're visiting. We retired in March last year.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And we set off in our motorhome on the 2nd of March, and we haven't been back yet.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, I tell you what, that sounds like bliss. I
I tell you, and the dogs love it as well.
Oh, I can tell they look happy.
Yeah.
They look happy all the way around the pub there, so
Yeah.
I can tell they love it.
So you might always think we're in the pub, but we're not. It's just that we walked past this and saw that it was the oldest pub in Bath. There's definitely a lot of history associated with this pub. And the other thing is they do some pretty good food. Bad bottom. Did you hear that? I've just been informed Archie's got a bad bottom and we're all enclosed on a bus. I feel sorry for the other passengers. Anyway, we're on a bus back to the site. We've had a nice afternoon in Bath. Sue's bought some walking trousers. We've had a lovely pub lunch and we're heading back. Hi and good morning everyone. So we're moving on today from the site that we've been staying at Bath for the last few days. So I just thought I'd give you my final verdict. So I think for the site itself and the facilities, it's quite expensive. We are paying about £35 a night here. The little reception is shared with the Marina. On the plus side, it sells colour-gas. But for the site itself, I would say it's expensive. And of course, we're out of season. We are into February, but we've not met half term yet. So £35 a night feels expensive. However, we picked this location because we wanted to be close to Bath. And it really is close to Bath. So you can walk just off the site in that direction. There's a footpath along the River Avon that takes you right into virtually the city centre. So really close to Bath. Also for us and our old man, there's a really regular bus route. So kind of behind where you are now, 5-minute walk, you're at a bus stop and you can get really frequent services into Bath and out again. So if you want to visit Bath, it is a really great location for that. One thing to bear in mind, I think it is probably just outside the clean air zone, but only just. And if you're travelling through Bath to get here, then you will likely travel through that zone. So it's worth checking your vehicle and the clean air zone before you come, because you may have to pay an additional charge. As for the site itself, staff are friendly, toilets clean and tidy. As you can see, it's quite empty at the moment. It's probably because of the price. I'm sure at other times of the year this will get really, really busy just because of its proximity. Oh, and one final thing. Literally along the river, no more than 5-minute walk from here, is a lovely pub called the Boathouse. It's dog friendly. They do classic pub food. It's reasonably priced. So if you're here and you want to go to the pub, 5 minutes that way. All in all, I would say it feels expensive, but given the location, it's probably reasonable value for money. So good morning everyone, and as you can see we've woken up to an absolutely beautiful sunny morning. It's been really cold overnight, so it's very frosty underfoot, but as promised this site is much more rural than our last location and therefore definitely more suited to Sue and I. So just behind me there is a section of Wareham Forest. There are a couple of different gateways from this site onto the forest, and miles, as far as we can tell, miles and miles of tracks. So Sue's off running with Fudge. I've just taken the old man out for a walk, just a short one because we will walk again this afternoon. So he's resting indoors. There's a toilet block with, which is nice and clean and tidy and warm water, and you can turn the shower on, so no push button, which if you watch this channel a lot, you'll know is my pet hate. For us it's perfect. There's also an area where they clearly store caravans as well, behind a kind of an enclosure, and there's lots of caravans parked close together. But where we are, they've kind of pitched us by ourselves. I don't know if they've heard about us and they've decided to keep us away from everybody else. I don't think so. But yeah, we're quite secluded on the site in terms of there's nobody right next to us, which is perfect for us and the dogs, because it means later this morning we'll get the dogs' beds out, they can lie out in the sunshine and enjoy it. Yeah, it's great.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you don't find 'cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. 'Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge.
So I've walked out now to one part of Wareham Forest. As you can see, there's loads of trails. There's trails in pretty much every direction around me. I'm not going to turn that way because the sun will get you. And this is, for me, a great spot. I'll see if I can get the drone up and see what's around us.
You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it, you gotta go get it for yourself. 'Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy.
Good morning. Sue and Fudge are predictably out running already, and not that it's that early, it's about 8:30. And Archie and I are now heading off from the corner of the site onto the footpath that takes us out into the woods and then into an open section of land a bit further on.
You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be.
So we've passed through the woods and now we're heading out into what is a more open area. I mean, it looks like this is probably an area that has been woods in the past, has been felled and then replanted, because you can see over there's actually some little baby trees. There's actually quite a lot of kind of wet marshland around here as well. And this is just, I mean, I've been walking for probably no more than 5 minutes, 10 max. And I've come off the site, I've walked through a little section of woods, and here I am on this kind of lovely area where there are trails all around me. Morning! Trails great for cyclists too, making the most of it. As we come up to this gate now, we'll be heading off to the right, which is the track takes us directly back to the site. So we've done a lovely round robin walk. So Archie's really pleased because we're off to the pub again. We're off for lunch. It's Saturday. It's the second weekend of the Six Nations. So we're going to get a quick bite to eat and then get back to the van, ready for an afternoon of rugby. And we're just talking about which is the game to watch. The first one, we reckon France Ireland is the big one this weekend. We hope England get a win tomorrow, and obviously we hope Scotland get a win later this afternoon as well. But we reckon the game to watch is the one that comes next. So a quick bite to eat and then rush back for the rugby. So that was our lovely lunch at the Silent Woman Inn. And it was a lovely lunch, and it's just the right walk from the campsite, so absolutely perfect. Exciting now, heading back for the rugby. Come on, Scotland. Oh, it's got to be another penalty. It is. Oh, yes! Oh! Back for the penalty. Come on. Come on, then. Come on, Scotland, this time. Yes! Oh no, is he saying it's held up? Oh, there's a fight. Handbags are out. Oh, it's down there. It's down there. So yesterday, when Sue came back from running, she was running along the track ahead of me. I'll just turn the camera around in a second. So what I've done is I've set the other camera up, hopefully to capture an action shot. Now sod's law is she'll come in from that way and I'll miss it, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. And so hopefully within the next, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes, I should get a nice shot of Sue and Fudge running down the track on the way back to the site. We'll see.
There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right.
Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video and some of the attributes of the sites that we've visited. Let us know in the comments below if you've got any recommendations for us and places that you think we could visit over the next 12 months or so. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed the video, then think about giving us that like. If you're not subscribed already to the channel, then please subscribe, and don't forget to click the little bell, because that means that YouTube will let you know every time we post a new video. Otherwise, see you next time.